Okay, I think we have enough participants and it's already 05, so we can start. Welcome everyone on today's Metal3 Community meeting. My name is Adam Rosman and I will be your host today. Today is the 18th of March 2026. I have to check if we have new participants, but based on the names, yeah, I don't think we have any new participants, so we can skip that. Let's continue with reminders. Please note or remember that the meeting is recorded. If you would like to have the project with contributions or creating issues that others can contribute to, then please create an issue with a good first issue or have wanted label. And if you would like to contribute, then please, if you don't know what to pick, first look for these issues, and by resolving these, that you would help the project a lot. If you think that your organization would be okay with the publicly disclosing the adoption of Metal3, then you can do that by editing the adopters.md file in the root of the community repo and adding your organization and a short description of the use case and the date of adoption, same way as the others have done before you, and that would help to grow the recognition of the project and help us gauge the level of adoption better. If you are experiencing test or labeling problems on your pull requests or issues, then please create an issue in the relevant repository and link that issue to the Metal3 CI tracker project. And that way we can track that much more easily. And if you are interested about any other statistics, deliverables, discussions, then please follow these links in the meeting notes or on the main page of the project on GitHub. Okay, I think that's all for reminders. We have no topics from last week as far as at least I don't remember. Let's continue with the working group updates. Is there anyone from any of the working groups who would like to share anything? I will check chat also. No, if nothing, then that's fine. Then we can continue with the release team and the roadmap. I see a few people from release team present. I know there was no release recently. So is there any upcoming release that we should mention?
I should probably add a note there to remind us that so Ironic is releasing probably early next week. So we will have a new Ironic image and Ironic standalone operator releases right after KubeCon or during KubeCon.
What will be released during KubeCon? I didn't hear.
Ironic image and Ironic standalone operator. Not sure, depends on the timing of the Ironic release, of course.
Yeah, regarding the CAP-M3, CAPI BMO side, we already have we need to release already, but we have some issues to fix. So we're waiting some of the security issues and security vulnerabilities, like not an issue, but just like some uplifts and stuff. Yeah, other than that, we don't have any blocker for the release. So
there's no need for blocking the patch releases. So go ahead.
in that case, we can just go ahead and release next week or like this week. We will plan it like with the whole release team. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Sonat. Thank you, Tomo.
Yeah.
Okay. I just downloaded these notes here, and I guess that's all from the release team. Let me check the chat just to make sure. Okay, that's empty. I guess if there are no questions related to the release team or related to the working groups, I assume we can continue with the discussion topics. I just have a disclaimer that next week community meeting is cancelled because a lot of maintainers and community members will be participating in the KubeCon Europe event. So I guess many of us will meet there, and there will be also a project meeting on the maintainer summit during the weekend. So there won't be any regular community meeting next week. And is there any question or comment related to this one? I guess that was known for everyone or expected. Yep. And then we have one actual topic from Ricardo.
Yeah. So it's a request to add an IPv6 job in in our CI somewhere. Yeah, I said ironic image because most of the issues that I've seen are related to changes in the DNS mask configuration. But we can definitely add that also to BMO, or I don't know. The point is that usually when there is a change, at least in the ironic image, I try to find the time and test it also downstream where we have an IPv6 job. But sometimes, well, misconfiguration passes as well. And so, yeah, it should definitely be easier to just track that and check that in Metacube directly. Just wondering how to implement that. I can even have a look and like offer myself as volunteer for that.
From just IPv6 perspective, it's not that complicated. If you just have an ironic image and then a VM and you just test that whether you can make it boot via Pixie or not. It's much more complicated if we have to combine it with BMO and the dual stack Kubernetes cluster or different stack configurations. That would be the real test of this one, actually.
Yeah, I think we can start with like straight IPv6 and then maybe go with something more exotic. I mean, if there is a misconfiguration in DNS mask that influences the Pixie part, I think we will catch it with pure IPv6.
Yeah, I agree with you. In devenv, actually, I don't want devenv to do this for the CI, but devenv can do it. It has been fixed in devenv, so that can set up IPv6 only networking, as far as I know, since end of last year. But we can have just a clear setup without devenv, just some scripts, and maybe I'm wondering if we should borrow the VBM CTL to do the VM and networking part. I don't know. What's your opinion? Like, how would you do it? Or
I just mentioned Metacube DevM there, and yeah, I mean that could work.
Yeah, yeah. I know the dev can do it. So I'm just wondering if that would be a step backward to do it with
Yeah,
dev, because there is this whole initiative to remove dev from the CI of the other
right.
repos. Um, mm,
Well, let's maybe discuss even next week. Like we will be there, so
yeah,
let's see if we can have some ideas. And
yeah,
I mean, Metacube DevM is definitely, in terms of implementation, is straightforward. There's nothing like there's nothing really weird to do there. But if we want to follow what we're doing now for the other E2E tests, then yeah, we need to find a different solution.
yeah. Although because if it's just ironic image, so like we would deploy an ironic image and we would set up the environment with devenv and just run some curl commands to or OpenStack CLI commands to provision an image and see if it works. That has significantly less dependencies that can break compared to a regular like BMO or CAPM3 test.
Right, right.
So it's not that big of a like dependency footprint as it was for the E2Es in the other repos. So we have to consider that too.
Yeah, I mean, again, we can definitely start small, even with devenv, like a simple job with that, and then iterate on that.
Yeah.
Add more stuff to it based on the needs. I hope we can get to parity with the rest, but I mean, let's start somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, this has to be discussed, and I will be interested in the opinion of Leonard if he thinks that VBM might be a better choice here to start with that. I don't think that I don't know if that has any like options for easy configuring dual stack or a single IPv6 stack. I will list here the options. So what we can do, we have, and then I just have to write it down because if I don't write this down, I will forget.
Yeah, of course, and thanks for taking notes, by the way.
Then the other one was VBM CTL based. Or this could be done with custom. Yeah, I think these are the stuff that we have to consider for this one. Anyone, any other question while I finish related to the KubeCon, to the meeting, to this topic? Okay. Okay. I think that's all for the discussion topics, and nothing is in chat. I think we can skip the backlog milestone maintenance because since the last maintenance we had no release, neither patch nor minor or anything, so we don't need to create or remove milestones, and I checked, and in general they look fine, so I think we can skip this for now. Is there any other discussion topic anyone wants to bring up? Anything else before we finish? Okay, if there's nothing, then let's meet 2 weeks from now, and for those who will be on the KubeCon, then I hope we will have time to discuss some stuff in detail. Okay, thank you everyone, and see you 2 weeks from now.
Thanks a lot.
Bye.
See you.
Bye.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, folks.
Bye.
Bye.